Hello, hello, hello. So I decided to come on this 2 a.m. in Denver, Colorado, um, to be the spontaneous person I am and do a little update on my locks. So I haven't updated it since the first day that I started them, or I think it was the first week, whatever it was. But here they are. My hair was pretty long when I started, and well, maybe it was more so like mid back, but when I twist, of course, with our hair, when it's curly, so when mine curls up, it curled up to like right here. Anyways, so when I did the twist, um, yeah, when I did the twist, it was like about right here. So now it's like right here. But I've been making my own hair products for about 7 years. So what I do is I just use those things. I did start making a hair tea, last year. So I incorporate that with my locks as well. Um, But yeah, I also just made like a lock cream. I'm testing it out because I'm like, okay, I want to make because I make my own things. So I was just using castor oil to retwist my locks, um, but I do put that in my cream. So I put like some glycerin and castor oil and just different things in there because I don't want to like find like a too thick of a gel or anything like that, something that's gonna put too much product in my hair. I don't want to put too much ingredients in my hair. But anyways, I guess I probably should have introduced myself, but my name is Sakina and I'm a black girl. It only takes one man to rule my world. I fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's why they call me Kiki. Go say, don't call me Kiki, but you can call me Kiki. Um, anyways, I don't know what else I want to say about this. My locks for the past few days have been feeling kind of dry, but I also haven't been drinking enough water lately, so I think that's why. Nor have I been getting enough sleep. Hence me doing a video at 2 a.m. Ta-da! Anyways, I'm in here organizing all of my pictures. I have like my daughter, and or I am a big organizer. I love to organize, especially when I can't sleep or I got a lot on my mind. I used to organize like my friends' houses. I used to clean their houses, but I used to do it because I wanted them to come outside and play. Hence, their mothers loved me. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm a little over 8 months into my lock journey. I am loving it. It's only when like somebody has something, usually like a family member has something stupid to say, like, "Oh, you'd be more than a 7." I didn't ask you to rate me. I didn't ask you if you thought it was pretty. But anyways, I had somebody rate me. I didn't ask them to rate me, but they decided to rate me, and they said I'm a 7, I guess. So what is that? Average at best. Anyways, I don't care. I care, or else I wouldn't be bringing it up. So I guess that does bother me sometimes. The beauty standards and this whole beauty standards. It bothers me, but that's kind of part of the reason I started my lock, because I had the typical curls that people are like, oh yeah, that's like your defining feature, because I'm not, I'm not like, I'm an average type of person. I'm getting into a real deep conversation. Anyways, I guess I'll keep talking. But yeah, I've always been like an average type of looking girl, which is fine. But it's kind of like, but if you have that good hair, which I never thought I had good hair until I got older, and people were like, you got that good hair. And I'm like, okay, what the hell is good hair? Isn't all hair good as long as you're taking care of shit? But anyway, so, you know, you kind of like, I was kind of like, okay, well, I got to keep something. I got to, I have 2 kids and I'm a single mom. I'm like, whatever. Nobody, I feel like it's like something is always based off of what somebody else wants or how somebody else will want you, and I guess I'm in this moment and in this journey where I'm just kind of like, I want myself, and a lot of great things have been kind of like happening as far as the way, because I've been doing the work, so every time I have like this crazy thought about myself or something that tells me like something mean to something, anytime I have a thought that says something mean to me, I fight it. And I probably look like a crazy person, like when I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, no, shut up. That's not true. But I do that. I'll go in my room and my kids be like, Mom, are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm fine. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I remember when I first became vegan, I don't like to classify myself as certain things, because then they're like, oh, this, that, and the other. Anyways, for people to understand, when I started the journey of vegan, I've been vegan for going on 12 years, but anyways, there's another story to that. So, but anyways, when I started that journey, it was kind of like my locks. I just started, I just woke up one day and I said, I don't want to eat meat anymore, and I didn't. Whenever I would try to force myself to try to like eat, try to do something I don't want to do, I always fail. But it's like I research for like a few years about something, and then one day I just get up and I'm like, oh, I don't realize I didn't eat meat, and then a week or two goes by, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't had any meat or whatever, and then I just continued the journey. But anyways, when it came to my locks, of course, I just got up one night after ruminating, all my rumination and my crying, and I just started twisting up my hair. And as I was twisting my hair, I was like, this is mine. This is for me. This is between me and the Most High, This is between me and my Creator, who I believe in or whatever. And this is just, it was just, and I didn't even want to say it was like, it wasn't like I was being forced to do something, like this whole mystical thing. God told me to do this. It wasn't like that. It was just kind of like, I don't know, this thing for myself, because it's like, there's that scripture or whatever about how nothing will be able to separate you from the love of God. And if God is love, then nothing can separate you from love. And it's like, if we're all part of that, then we're him, and he's us, and we're within him. There's so many things. I sound crazy. But there's so many things I've been like thinking about. What is that? Oh, that's my plant. I thought there was something on my screen. Anyways, so yeah, so here I am, 8 months in. I've been kind of like semi free forming, I guess. Again, categories, but I'm just I just retwist my hair based on what I feel. And they haven't really been staying, which I've been hearing is normal when you have baby locks. So part of me is like, sometimes there's no point in retwisting. But then again, sometimes I like retwisting, but sometimes I like retwisting because adding more moisture to like my roots when it comes to my cream. Even though I do put like my hair oil on my scalp every morning, and then of course I spray it with my hair tea every morning as well. I try to be consistent with putting my bonnet on, but sometimes I don't. I do have like a pillow, a satin pillow that I lay on. But again, I don't really even like laying on pillows, so I tend to just kind of scoop my pillows next to me. It's like I'm laying next to a teddy bear more than, than anything. But I don't really lay on pillows, so most times I'm just laying on my hand. Maybe I should like wear more silk, I guess, instead of t-shirts to bed. So I don't know if I'm getting all the answers. And like, should I say, what more do I need to say about the locks? It definitely draws different attention. I have been feeling like this confidence. I've been dancing more like I used to, but I just be in my own zone. I think the thing with COVID, that's kind of helped me a lot, with wearing the mask. If I also put my eyeglasses on, it helps with my social anxiety. And so then I'm able to be more of myself wherever I am. So if I'm going on a walk, I'll wear like my eyeglasses and I'll just put my headphones in and I'll be like singing and stuff. I've had a few people stop me and be like, keep going, girl, I love it. But I think it's like when you're able to be yourself, you allow other people to, you spark this thing and the other people is like, oh, I can be myself. She doesn't look weird to me. Like, it seems normal. Like, if birds can be birds and, other animals can be animals and the air can be air. Why can't you be you? And I have to think about that sometimes. But sometimes I get like a lot of like anxiety because, a lot of people do, the eyes, they're looking at me. But most of the time people are on their own world. People have their own things going on. So, people may think something briefly, but you quickly go away in their mind because they have other things going on in their lives than you, which is something I've been learning more, thinking more about. Not that people don't think about other people, but it's also like we have our own lives. I have organized my whole house. I organized my whole room. I'm an artist, designer by trade, I guess. I just graduated last year with my a graphic design degree. I do mostly like print work. Right now I do a lot of freelance work and things like that, just because it's kind of hard getting your footing out there. And but that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm working on my hair and oil business, Jua Botanicals. So you'll probably see more of that as I go. I have another channel dedicated to that because I like to intertwine my design work that I do for my products and things like that, because I design all my products and all of my things by hand just because I love to do it. I could hire people to do it and it'd probably save me more time, but that's another thing I'm working on, my perfectionism and my meticulousness, which is like, it's a gift that I'm meticulous because a lot of people don't like tedious tasks. But when you're trying to run a business and you're trying to do all this stuff on your own, it makes it hard to really get going, which is probably why it's taking me so long. Well, I was also in school while I was, having my business, but I didn't make it official until last year, and then I changed the name this year. So I've basically been just the neighborhood hair and oil salesman. And I like to sit down and consult people about herbs because I got into herbs about almost 7 years ago. Well, I guess 7 years ago, because that's when I started doing because all my oils I infuse with herbs. And I also make herbal teas and things like that, which I don't sell usually. I usually craft things for people to help them with certain health ailments. Anyways, that's just something I love to do. But yeah, why did I start talking about that? I probably need to go to sleep. But anyways, yeah, I hope you like this video. Maybe you can give me some tips on what you would probably like on my channel for whoever may be watching out there in the universe of the internets. But yeah, anyways, thank you for stopping by. And if you're starting your loc journey, I would love to hear your tips and your stories that you like to do. That's also what I like to gather as an artist and designer. I like to paint and draw people's stories metaphorically. So I love hearing other people's stories. So please feel free to comment or give me some tips on how to not be a babbling brook. All right. Well, y'all have a great night. Peace. Be well.